Alright guys, thanks for tuning into this Diagnostic World short video. It's just really me showing you an honest review of the interior of the Kia Sportage Mk4. It's a brand new vehicle. We've just picked it up right now. It's got 170 or 180 miles on the clock now, so it's in pristine condition. So this is the condition you'd expect to see it while it's brand new. What I'll do is I'll start by just sort of working my way around the vehicle, showing you all the bits and bobs. Now, one thing I will say is that I haven't actually figured everything out myself here. I've only driven it a few miles myself, so I'm still trying to get the grips with it myself. So please, don't be angry at me if I get something wrong, which it could well happen, but I'll try my best. So starting on the driver's side here, pretty standard. You've got your rear windows up and down, and then your front here. You've got your door locks, the window locks, and your right and left wing mirrors adjustments. Nice big wing mirrors actually. I do like a nice big wing mirror. Putting your elbow on here is what a lot of drivers like to do. However, that's not the most comfortable. It's not uncomfortable, but I think they could have... How many years have Kia been making cars now? All car manufacturers actually. Just put a bit of thought into this bit here, because everybody puts their elbow on there. Anyway, nice cubby hole down here. Probably put a drink in there. You got your speaker there, and the rest of the door is finished in the same plastic. Electric windows obviously, and a nice satin finish here on the door pull. And when you close the door, you do feel safe. It is a nice big clunk. So we've got a matching surround on this vent here. So that's to put your air out, that's to stop the air, and that's obviously the direction of the air. This here, what is this? I guess this is the display, so the brightness, the dimmer of the display. We've got the direction of your headlights, so you can put them in 3 different positions. And then this button here is your traction button off. That is self-explanatory. Right, now down here we've got the bonnet release. This here is your fuse and your OBD2 port location. So if you do need any diagnostics, that's your OBD2 port. We suggest you visit Diagnostic World, www.diagnostic-world.com, and that's also your interior fuse box location. We'll come to this in a minute if you don't mind. This is the radio, climate control, and this is the power bank. So you've got an aux cable, you've got a USB cable, and you've got 2 of your standard 12 volts, which is quite good, quite a good mix there. This is a manual 6-speed, doesn't have the electronic handbrake. This here, the A with a circle around it, is the stop start, so you can switch that off if you choose. And this, I guess, is your, well, I believe it's going to be your hill descent. Don't quote me on that, never used it yet. Moving over, we have the best album in the world, Oasis, Be Here Now. Well, it was at one point, I believe. I still think it is. On the other side, we've got exactly the same, but one of the options to do the passenger window and the locks as well. To the rear, you've got lots and lots of headroom, lots and lots of space in this car. You're probably not getting the best views. This seat here is all the way down because, as you can see by there, we were doing a bit of camera work on this earlier, but you've got a nice view right to the rear there. So what I'll do is I'm going to start the car up. So this is the key. Just make sure it's unlocked. Flip the key out and put it in there. Now you need to drop the clutch to start the car. So there's your warning lights. It does a system check. So everything's lit. I'm just going to try this button here to see if it does anything. Ah yeah, it's got your illumination there. So it takes it right down to 1 and right up to 20. I guess you're probably going to notice that more so in the night time. But now you can see the radio is lit up, and I quite like that thick red LED sort of light. Passenger airbag is on. I guess there's an option somewhere to switch that off. Normally it's when you open the door, it's sort of down here. Might be on the other side, but we'll check for that. So that might be in here actually. Nope, it's not in there. I'll find it. Right, so yeah, we've got the multifunction steering wheel. This is the, I think this is the menu. So on here we've got 171 miles at the top there. That's the total mileage. 43.9 is the MPG. Now, what I like about this is when you're driving, it gives you a bar here going up, telling you basically what your current MPG is. BMW started doing this years ago in the I think it was the E36s, and I always thought it was a bad thing because it would always be in the right down here, but as cars have sort of evolved, it's quite good to see what your MPG is and how high you can actually get it. So it'll give you a sort of a scrolling bar, and it's not sort of going constantly like that. It is sort of quite a slow bar, so it does give you a good indication. It's got your miles left in the tank, I believe, and the temperature at the bottom there, and a few other settings here as well. So we'll have a look at these. So this is the menu. So it's giving us service off, and then what you can do is you can just go up and down here. So use your tire pressure, service off. Right, okay, so that's just that. And then we've got the settings. So we can go door, automatic lock. You got lights, one touch, headlamp delay, sound, got your welcome sound, convenience lights, service interval, other features, fuel economy, the language as well. So that's pretty good. You've got your cruise control here. And then on this side you've got your volumes for your radios, etc. Your mute, your phone. Onto the radio. You can see we've got the radio. Let me turn that up. Need to turn it on. There we go. So I'll just turn that off for now, or down, sorry, but this is the radio, so you can go through all of your, it's got your digital airband radios, which what I need to do is I need to look in this in greater detail. But you've got media, because you can put, obviously this is connected up to the iPhone now, so you can go in and select your track. Hulk Hogan, I Am a Real American. What a tune. And I guess this is a folder, as if you've got some sort of like, I don't know, USB memory card in there or something. A phone. It's coming up here saying connect phone Martin Bryan. Now I've no idea who that is, but I guess that's the guy who delivered the car and he's had his phone set up. CD player, obviously, put the best CD in the world in, and also it's got Bluetooth connection here as well. So that's the best album in the world on there. If I went back to radio, let me just see now. So FM1. Radio 1, radio 2, and then if you go back to, I don't know, how do I get back, because I want to get back to where it was the digital radio. No. Radio, alright, DAB1. So if I click 4, Absolute Rock. Again. Alright, and then you can preset them. So just a case of scrolling through them all and then putting whichever one you want as your favourites. Anyway, there we go. So I'm boring you a bit here. Climate control, air conditioning. So look at the red dobber. So it's currently going to give us hot air. Now it's going to give us cold air. This is the setting. You can switch your aircon on or off, and obviously all your settings for where you want it to come through. I quite like this actually because it's just really basic. You want air on the front windscreen, you want air on the rear windscreen. Just do it, it's so easy. Yeah, so that's it. I hope this was informative. I hope it wasn't boring, which it probably was, but the idea behind it really was just to sort of give you a sort of a basic look on how the car performs on the interior with all the buttons. The buttons feel really nice. The steering wheel feels really nice. It's a leather steering wheel, and you know, it wouldn't be out of place in a top of the range BMW, Mercedes, Audi, anything like that. It really is, and it's really nice to drive as well. It's nice and smooth. The one thing I would say is there's a bit of a rattle coming from the back, and I don't know if it's to do with the seat belt, which kind of hangs down, so I need to look at that in better detail. But no doubt I will do that. So thanks for watching this video, and I hope it helps.